Dig it for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good. Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Friday evening here on the airways of KKIN, AM 930 FM translator 103.1 The Gobbler. For those also tuning in to whether it be the audio stream at rjbroadcasting.com or even the video stream at yourliveevent.com. Paul Vold coming to you live from Aitkin High School. Finally, we've got some high school sports to talk about without them being canceled or postponed the last couple of days, battling through the travel conditions, the weather, but nonetheless, girls high school basketball tonight, which will certainly provide to be a great matchup for the Aitkin Gobblers, 3-1 on the season, taking on the Braham area Bombers here tonight as Paul Vold joined alongside the 2021 Section 7-2A Baseball Coach of the Year, Jeremy Jansen, back here this basketball season. Coach, it's been a long time.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, it's been a lot of shoveling and a lot of moving snow the last couple days, and I think everybody's excited to get out, watch a game, and obviously the girls are excited. No practice leading up to this probably for either team, but you're always ready for a game.
Yeah, going to be a fair amount of rust to be shaken off here with these two teams getting their first court action, at least since last week as well. I know that Braham played on Monday while Aitkin hasn't played since I believe it was a week ago at this point now with their schedule as they come off a win 56-40 at Mora, while Braham is winning now at 5-0 on the season. They won on Monday 76-40 as well, just down the road over at Moose Lake. Now the Braham area Bombers 5-0 on the season, 4-0 at home, 1-0 on the road as well. They're a team that is aggressive on the defensive side with their pressure defense and definitely try to get you and beat you in transition. So that will be something to keep our eye on with this matchup tonight. But for the Aitkin Gobblers, they're trying to do the same thing, get up on pressure and force some turnovers and, not go down quietly. I know that's one thing with Coach Davies that she has brought into this team for this season and try to play a lot more pressure defense. And, and so far with a 3-1 record to start off the year, Jeremy, it seems that things are making that transition early on here for the girls.
Yeah, to your point of the pressure defense, they've been able to run different sets. They've run a 1-2-2 full court. Against Mora, they saw something differently. They ran a 1-3-1 full court press, and that was that caused a lot of turnovers, a lot of pressure for Mora, a lot of problems for Mora, and so it's good to see, not just stuck. They've run a man press before, and so not stuck in one certain defense, and so it's fun to watch, and the girls are playing well.
Fun to watch. It certainly will be here this evening as the Aitkin Gobblers take on the Braham area Bombers here tonight on KKIN, yourliveevent.com. We'll take a break here on the pregame show. We'll hear from head coach for the Braham area Bombers, Zach Loy, as we continue on here with the pregame show. It's the Gobblers taking on Braham area, the Bombers tonight here on KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and also at yourliveevent.com.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Welcome back to the pregame show here this evening on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1. Also at rjbroadcasting.com for those also tuning in with yourliveevent.com, the video stream tonight as we get an opportunity to catch up with head coach for the Braham area Bombers. Zachary Lloyd joins us here on the pregame show. Coach, thanks so much for taking time to speak with us before tonight's game.
Thanks for having me.
Coach, we get a little bit of a update on your team as well. You're off to a good start, 5-0 on the season. Most recently, it probably feels like the way the week has gone, it feels like it's been a week since your team's been out on the court. You got a win back on Monday by the score of 76-40 against Moose Lake Willow River. Looking at the start of the season for your team, what were some positive things that happened in that game against Moose Lake that you're able to come out with that win?
Our girls have done a very good job this year of playing pressure defense, getting out in transition, and I've seen a lot of maturing and growth out of our team this year. We brought pretty much everybody back from last year, and seeing them just more comfortable in situations and more comfortable on the court has definitely helped us so far this year.
Coach, talking about how your team is bringing back a lot of experience from last year, too. It's not too often we get a chance to get a look at your team as well. Usually we get the one game a season, but who do you have back from last year that's been contributing early on with this 5-0 start?
We are definitely, the core of our team is a set of three different juniors. We have guards Aaron Zimpel and Madison Davis, as well as post player Nicole Duvernay. The three of them were all named to the Great River Conference. They were all conference last year as sophomores. It all came back as a strong core, and the three of them have developed a very good chemistry playing with each other and definitely lead our team.
Coach, with this matchup you have tonight against Aitkin, usually in the last few years it's been fairly one-sided with your team, coming out on the winning end. I know most recently last year that win by 30 points too. And there have been some fairly competitive games over the years, but last year a bit of a misnomer with that one-sided win you had at taking on Aitkin too. But what do you see here with this matchup tonight for your team to hopefully continue on with this hot start that you've gotten off to this season?
Well, tonight, as you said earlier, it hasn't been a typical week with school closings and game cancellations and missing practices and things like that. So our message is definitely going to be that we have to come out ready to play and be ready may have to shake off a little bit of rust. Both teams may have to do that from the opening tip, but if we can play our brand of basketball and continue to work well together, then hopefully we go 1-0 on the night, like we've done so far this season.
Well, Coach, we certainly do appreciate the time for you to speak with us here ahead of tonight's contest, and best of luck against the Gobblers.
Thank you very much.
Head coach for the Braham area Bombers, Zach Lloyd, joins us here on the pregame show as the Gobblers take on the Bombers here tonight on the airwaves of Homegrown Local Radio. We'll get a break. We'll get our conversation with Coach Kaya Davies here on the pregame show as the Gobblers take on the Bombers. Friday night basketball, it's the Aitkin girls against Braham area here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1. Also at rjbroadcasting.com with the video stream and yourliveevent.com.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back to the pregame show here tonight on KKIN AM 930 FM Translator 103.1 The Gobbler, and also on yourliveevent.com as we catch up now with head coach for your Aitkin Gobbler girls. Kaya Davies joins us here on the pregame show. Coach, thanks again. Thanks so much for taking time to speak with us.
Thank you for having me.
Coach, it's been a crazy week. I know that, we're scheduled to have a couple games earlier this week. Of course, those get moved around with the, winter weather that is. But finally, we get a game here to close out the week against Braham. But your team off to a start 3-1 on the season. It's been a week since your last contest as well. You got a win down in Mora as well, 56-40 as well. Looking back at that contest, Coach, I know that we didn't get a lot of time to maybe break that game down a little bit more. But from that contest, what did you see there in that game for that girls to get the win last week?
I guess I saw a lot of composure and growth built off it, of course. I could see the girls were nervous going in because they did scrimmage these girls over the summer, and they saw how aggressive and scrappy they were. And then we walked in and we hit some big shots and got a couple leads, and we just never let the throttle down, that's for sure. So I was really happy to see that, and I'm hoping that brings into tonight's game. Of course, not loving how we're coming into this game with missing a couple days of practice and whatever else. I thought we were going to be a little bit more prepared, and me now running around trying to explain to girls what's going to happen tonight. But I think it's going to be a good matchup tonight, that's for sure.
Coach, talking about the fact that, you haven't been a lot of time in the gym this week, given the fact of school being out, late starts, everything and anywhere in between too. What's that kind of do preparation-wise for your team, not being able to at least work out maybe a couple of kinks and, try to correct a couple errors as the season's going along?
Our preparation for tonight was a lot of film watching, and I think the girls kind of enjoy it now, and they're understanding the game a little bit better. In college, when I played, we sat in a gym for 2 to 3 hours practicing, went to the weight room, and then went and watched film for an hour and a half. So we're just kind of built that way. But for preparation for tonight, that's how we got through this crazy week, like you said. So that's for sure. I'm very excited to see what tonight brings. I'm a little nervous on our conditioning end since, yes, they didn't condition for 2 weeks, and not a lot of people got to do things, or not 2 weeks, 2 days, but yeah, so I think it'll be very interesting to see what the girls bring tonight. I hope it's just a lot of fire.
Well, I'm sure even with 2 whole days off of not having practice, it's going to feel like 2 weeks conditioning-wise, but matchup against Braham as well. You said this is going to be a good matchup for your team. What are you looking at here that Braham's bringing into this matchup that, the girls look to take advantage and hopefully continue on the strong start to the season for them?
The thing for tonight I think we're going to really focus on is our execution of our own stuff kind of deal. As long as we execute and do the little things with the screens and the correct passing and not doing so many turnovers, I think we'll have a good game. Braham is a very aggressive team, and I watched over the last few nights was that they like to press and they like to make sure you get those turnovers and make sure you make the bad pass and make you feel rattled. And I hope that these girls know that they don't need to do that tonight. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Coach, as always, we appreciate the time. Look forward to talk to you after the game as well.
Thank you. Talk later.
Our head coach for the Aitkin Gobbler girls, that being Kaya Davies, joins us here on the pregame show as the Aitkin Gobbler girls take on the Braham area Bombers here tonight. Get another break on the pregame show. Of course, we'll get a look, of course, with the out-of-town scoreboard, and also keeping our eye out for a big deal player of the game, our Enbridge. I bring the energy player of the game tonight as well. It's the Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Braham area Bombers tonight. It's girls high school basketball on KKIN AM and yourliveevent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
JT Station in Fertile carries a variety of items that are sure to meet your needs, and you should stop in today. They sell hot stuff foods, frozen foods, selected groceries, household products, and much more. The Hot Stuff Foods and Deli will provide you with a fresh, quick, and easy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and they also offer some of the best car services in town. They're open 9:30 p.m. daily. It's JT Station in Fertile.
Welcome back here to KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, The Gobbler. And also for those checking out the audio stream at yourliveevent.com, or the video stream at yourliveevent.com, and also the audio stream at rjbroadcasting.com. Paul Vold, Jeremy Jansen joining on color here tonight. Of course, the out-of-town scoreboard. One other basketball game we've got on the airwaves tonight is Hillager is at Verndale tonight, boys high school basketball on 3WI, AM 1270, 96.3 FM. And, of course, we do have the FCS semifinals between NDSU and Incarnate Word in the second quarter of action. Most recent update, 16-3 Incarnate Word on top of NDSU in the semifinals of the FCS playoffs as well. The other semifinal, I believe, might be going on tomorrow between
Montana State, is it?
Yeah, Montana State and
South
Dakota State. So
yeah.
I'd love to see a nice Dakota marker battle for the national championship.
In last week Incarnate Word, didn't they score like 60 points or something? It was just an outlandish amount of points. It was like 63 to 60 they won or something like that.
It was definitely one of those high shooting games, and they're off to a fast start tonight against NDSU. Again, that game over on Talk 100 KLKS. But a friendly reminder, once again, we're keeping our eye out for a big deal player of the game, brought to you by Atwater GM in Aitkin, Riverwood Healthcare, Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, and also Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, Shannon's Auto Body in Brainerd, Takedown Gym in Brainerd as well. Of course, we'll keep our eye out for our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game here this evening. It's the Aitkin Gobblers at 3-1 take on the 5-0 Braham area Bombers tonight. Get our final break of the pregame show. We will get the opening lineups after the national anthem that is coming our way here. This is your home for Aitkin Gobbler Sports. KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, The Gobbler, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide. Where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
JT's Station in Fertile carries a variety of items that are sure to meet your needs, and you should stop in today. They sell hot stuff foods, frozen foods, selected groceries, household products, and much more. The Hot Stuff Foods and Deli will provide you with a fresh, quick, and easy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and they also offer some of the best car services in town. They're open 6 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. daily. It's JT's Station in Fertile.
Welcome back this evening to KKIN AM 930 FM Translator 103.1 The Gobbler. And for those tuning in online at yourliveevent.com, it's the Braham area Bombers taking on the Aitkin Gobblers girls high school basketball this evening as we get a chance to look at the starting lineups for both squads here tonight. Going first with the Braham area Bombers tonight, sporting their 5-0 record. Number 2 is a 5'6" junior guard in Aaron Zimpel. Number 10 is a 5'8" sophomore forward in Ayla Anderson. Number 14 is a 5'8" 8th grade guard in Morgan Riesdam, along with number 15 being a 5'9" forward and the sophomore in Olivia Hikes, and also number 21 is a 5'10" a sophomore forward in Sunny Lilly for the Braham area Bombers here tonight. Unless we have a slight mix-up with our starting lineup here tonight. There's a slight maybe Coach Zach Loy for the
We'll go to a 5'5" junior guard, number 1, Madison Davis.
It's like we might have the wrong lineup as well. I think they might have gone with the JV starting lineup tonight here there, Jeremy, it looks like. I have to make a few notes as well. So we do have
number 1, number 2.
Number 1 and number 2. So we had Aaron Zimpel right so far. We have Julia Kunke wearing number 5. She's a 5'8" senior forward. And we have Sophia Johnson, who's a 5'8" senior forward for the Bombers, and Nicole Duvernay, who is a 5'9" junior center. So we'll just make that note here with our starting lineup here this evening for the Braham area Bombers. Head coach for the Bombers is Zach Loy. Sometimes it pays off better to go straight to the source than, but you know what? Stuff like this does happen from time to time. But we do know that we have the Gobblers starting lineup right here this evening. A 5'3" sophomore. Number 3 is going to be Abby Palm getting the start tonight for the Gobblers. Number 20 is a 6' senior in Tegan Piesick. Number 21 is a 5'5" senior in Eiley Cullum. Number 23, a 6' junior in the post in Emma Sky. And number 24, a 5'7" senior in number 24 in Ella Jansen. Head coach for the Aitkin Gobblers in her first season with a 3-1 record is Kaya Davies. Gobblers tonight going with the home red uniforms, black numbers and letters with white trim around the uniforms. Aitkin going across the chest, while the Braham area Bombers going with the road whites. Braham going across the chest in solid navy blue with numbers across the shoulder blades in the back as well. Good turnout for crowd here tonight as well. Of course, no other activities for Aitkin going on here tonight. No hockey, no boys basketball, no wrestling here for the rest of the weekend as well. Seeing a fair representation in the student section here tonight as we get ready to go here with this game tonight. It will be Emma Sky along with Julia Kunke set to take the opening tap for the Gobblers and for the Braham area Bombers. Gobblers will be working left to right on your radio dials on the Gobbler and also on your computer screens at rjbroadcasting.com, yourliveevent.com. Madison Davis will take the opening tap as the Bombers will control. Setting up to the top of the circle now, working right side to Sophia Johnson. Tie up right off the first pass of the game as Eiley Cullum in the mix there. Forces the turnover, and we get ball in favor of the Aitkin Gobblers. 17:48 to go as Ella Jansen will take the inbound pass right in front of the Gobblers bench from Tegan Piesick. To Jansen, tipped out of the air. It's a loose ball. Coming out with it is going to be number 5 in Kunke. She'll dish it back out to Davis at the top of the circle now. Works left side to number 31 and Sophia Johnson. From the left wing, she'll go back to the top of the circle now to Zimpel out on the right side. Passing back and forth, Duvernay from the free throw line dishes it right side, losing the handle, but regaining. Davis playing hot potato with herself. Now gets it right back to Sophia Johnson. Down to the left corner, dribbling out of trouble, back out on the wing. 3 on the way from Davis is off the side of the rim, no good. Loose rebound picked up by Tegan Piesick for the Aitkin Gobblers. Nearly a minute in, 0-0 our score.
Nice box out on Abby Palm there. It created that rebound for Tegan.
Abby getting the start tonight for the Gobblers, a sophomore who was very impressive in her first year on varsity last year as a freshman. Ball getting ticked out of bounds by Duvernay. Gobblers will keep the possession with 16:51 to play in this first half of girls high school basketball. Jansen will trigger the inbound to the left of the basket. Looking for somewhere to go before the 5 seconds. It's inbounded to the left corner now. Skip pass from Piesick to Palm at the top of the circle. Dribbling her way out of trouble. Working left side. Gets a screen from Cullum. Switching up now. Back to Cullum. Right side on the way for Jansen, I should say. Now to Piesick right in front of the student section. Dribbles her way near the top of the circle. Skip pass right now over to Emma Sky at the top of the key. Look for a cut pass down low just between the hands of Tegan Piesick as it's last touch and a foul called against the Gobblers, it looks like. It was a good pass from to Tegan. Just maybe caught her a little bit far behind there on the reach, but nonetheless.
Yeah, great look, and she catches that as an easy layup.
First foul of the night also belonging to Eiley Cullum for the Aitkin Gobblers, and trying to break out of the press there on the way is going to be Madison Davis will take a blocking foul as there'll be 2 free throws coming up. First foul of the night also for Emma Sky, team's second for the Gobblers. Get Davis at the line, shooting a pair. 2 guaranteed free throws. First one up on its way and no good. Still 0-0 our score with this matchup between Braham and the Aitkin Gobblers. Second free throw on its way and no good. Rebounded out to Eileen Cullum. She'll take the handle. Stretches it out to Ella Jansen. Right corner for Abby Palm. Shoots it on the way for three. It's good. Abby Palm breaks the scoreless tie. We're up 3-0 for the Aitkin Gobblers. Gobblers coming back defensively on the half court. Davis, right side. Johnson looks to drive right side. Throws up a runner. Can't get it to go. Loose ball last touched by the Bombers. Gobblers get the ball right back.
It's kind of been up and down just that first 3 minutes here, up and down the floor. A lot of pressure from both teams.
Just making it past the 15:56 mark. 3-0 Aitkin on top. Pass out of the air, taken away by Zimpel. She looks to run with it. Loose ball on the floor, turned right back over. Emma Sky pokes it loose and gives it right back to, that's going to be Abby Palm, right in front of the bench. Loose ball once again, transitionally. Reaching out for Zimpel, loses the handle. Gobblers come back the other way now to Ella Jansen. Teagan looks to run it across half court. She'll do just that. Pass right side, trying to find Emma Sky. Duvernay pokes it away, and she's the last one to touch it, going out of bounds with the basketball. 15:28 to go. Gobblers up 3-0 here on the Gobbler and also yourliveevent.com. Right in front of the student section, the inbound will be for the Gobblers. They'll give some breathing room to, I believe, Ella Jansen. Yeah, it's Ella coming out from the inbound to Eileen Cullum. Now back to Abby Palm, excuse me. Now to Jansen, gets a screen from Sky. Free throw circle, jumper on the way for Ella, off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded down to Davis. Davis will take it herself across half court, works it now to the left elbow extended, dishing it back out, looking towards that right side. Jumper on the way for three is good from Zimpel. We're tied at 3 apiece. Three-pointer up and on its way, good. We're tied at 3. Almost 4 minutes into the game. Pass poked out of the hands from Duvernay. By Duvernay from Pisak. Gobblers keep the possession with 14:48, tied at 3 in this first half.
A lot of contact, both teams. The refs are letting them play here, riding as they come up and down the court.
Both teams want to get ferocious on the defensive side and get them, whether it be on the press. There's a three on the way from Jansen. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound is loose, and we get a jump ball tie, a possession arrow says, to Braham. As the Gobblers will defend the inbound here once again. But yeah, transitionally, that's going to be a big thing to watch out here as this game develops too. I know both teams not getting a lot of opportunity to practice this week with, well, snow by the foot, if you will, falling throughout much of not only the lakes area, but throughout the entire state of Minnesota as well.
You get quite a bit south, and there was nothing. You get quite a bit north Canadian border, and there was nothing as well. So
it'll all pay itself back when we get sub-zero temperatures going in the next week as well. Everybody's going to be feeling the effects of that. Another loose ball on the floor leads to another jump ball tie-up. It will go to the Gobblers on the possession arrow. Camille Peranto checks in, number 33, first time tonight. Either team is subbed. 2 fouls for Aitkin, none for Braham, as the inbound from Pisak goes to Peranto, turns it right over on an errant pass as we get a travel. Double dribble. No, we're going to get a double dribble instead of the travel from Aaron Zimpel.
Score is 3-3, turnovers 5-4.
Seen a few of those here early on the season for both sides, but nonetheless, both teams sporting winning records here, combined 8-1 on the season. Gobblers 3-1, while Braham area is 5-0. Abby Palm stops inside the arc to Peranto, tries to go with the left hand, dishes it back out. Jansen for three, left side, good for Ella Jansen.
A lot of good ball movement in that. They had a couple opportunities, one more pass, and were able to get that open look.
Back on transition, skip pass down low from Braham. Duvernay denied the first time, and it's taken away by the Gobblers and Teagan Pisak. Gobblers up by the score of 6-3. Peranto inside, right-handed shot. She doesn't get the shot to go, but is fouled on her way to the hoop. 13:34 to go in the first half. Gobblers lead by the score of 6-3. Couple of subs for the Bombers look to check in here after the first free throw from Camille Peranto.
Camille's done a good job this year getting herself to the line. I think in Mora she had 9 free throw attempts. So it's got good position, good opportunity to get to the line.
First free throw from Peranto is no good. Second one coming up here, checking in for the first time tonight for both teams. I believe we see Sunny Lilly wearing number 23, Alex Restam is in, along with the other Bomber. Get that number here momentarily. Second free throw from Toronto is no good. Alex Restam, and also number 4, Emily Davis in. Another block foul against the Gobblers, and that looks like we will get continuation on that foul. 6-3 our score, and no continuation. Inbound to the right of the basket, it looks like. Right into the hands of Zimpel once again. Now back out to Madison Davis. Davis kicks it back up top now for Emily Davis. Looking to drive to Duvernay at the free throw line. Jumper on the way from the free throw line, no good. Rebounded down to Tegan Piesick. Piesick will run the length of the floor, being defended by Emily Davis as it's poked out of Tegan's hands and will stay with the Gobblers. 13-14 to go in the first half. We have 3 fouls for Aitkin, 1 for the Braham area Bombers. Inbound right to Camille Peranto, left wing. Now back up top for Abby Palm after a pass to Ella Jansen. Now going to number 15. That is going to be a shot up on its way. Off the back of the iron. He kicks around a couple of times. No good. Emma Jacobson misses it. Duvernay comes out with a loose board for the Bombers.
Good look for Emma there. Nice screen set. Come off of the screen, popped it, and
pick and roll shot up and good for number 2 and Aaron Zimpel. Now making it a 6-5 lead for Aitkin. Clock will continue to roll with under 13 to play in the first half. Tip pass out of the air, stolen away as Bombers come out with it. 3 on the way for Madison Davis off the side of the rim, no good. Ella Jansen with the board, keeps it for the Gobblers with 12.5 to go in this first half. Tries to get rid of it to Emma Jacobson. Jacobson, skip pass inside to Peranto from Palm. Being defended as we get a travel called against Peranto.
You got her changed her pivot foot there and that play, but a nice.
12:21 to go in the first half. Ella Jansen is out. Emma Skye back in for the Gobblers as Madison Davis gets it over to Alex Restam. Now up front to Emily Davis. Back up top now. Madison Davis inside to Nicole Duvernay. Can't finish the shot. Fight for the rebound as the board will go to Tegan Piesick, but a foul called trying to rip it out of Tegan's arms to Duvernay. 12:06 to go. Foul against Duvernay. That's her second.
That was Tegan's 4th rebound early on here. Doing a nice job with position.
Tegan getting herself in those positions, especially on the defensive end. She's limited those one-shot opportunities now for Braham as Peranto runs the length of the floor, stepping out of bounds. Apparently with it was Peranto on the sideline being pushed, kept close by Emily Davis on that sideline, as now it'll be Alex Restam to trigger the inbound, which she will, to Madison Davis as she'll reestablish the front court for the Bombers. Stripped out of the air, taken away by Tegan Piesick. Double defended, throws up a shot, is fouled on her way to the rack, and Tegan will head her way to the free throw line. Foul will be assessed to the Bombers, number 2 and Erin Zimpel. That'll be her first, I believe, here tonight, yes. Tegan at the line for a pair of guaranteed shots. 6-5 with 11:50 to go in the first half. First one from Tegan is on its way and good. Tegan Piesick now joining the ranks, the long lineage of Aitkin Gobblers that will be wearing St. Cloud Tech Cyclone green and black next season.
Yeah, going to be a multi-sport, play volleyball and basketball.
I saw that, had to confirm that. She did confirm, so did the parents as well, the Piesicks. Congratulations to Tegan, also a few others of note in recent years and stripped away, but Gobblers unable to come out with it cleanly as Tegan knocks down a pair of free throws. 11:38 to go, 8-5 now the score. Inbound to left of the basket for Aaron Zimpel, wearing number 2, gets it to Madison Davis. Top of the key now, 3 on the way is up and off the back of the rim. No good, fight for the rebound. And we got a foul call on the floor against,
I think it's going to be number 4, Emily Davis, I think.
Going over the top of Abby Palm. It will be number 4, Emily Davis, her first of the night. Helps the diminutive stature of Abby Palm to her credit on that one. As
again, though, position. She had good position and a girl pushed in the back, so
Works out to Abby's credit nonetheless as she is subbed out as Tegan runs the length of the floor now. Jacobson thought about left corner, losing the ball, going out of bounds with it. Was last touch by a Bomber. Gobblers will keep the possession as it's passed right out of bounds. Eiley Cullum back in for Abby Palm as she checked in after a little break. 11:23 to go in the first half. 8-5 remains the score. Inbound to Emma Jacobson. Cross court, right corner for Tegan Piesick. Back to the wing, up top now for Jacobson. Swings it around back to Eiley Cullum. To Jacobson, top of the circle. Looks for a movement and a penetration pass. Weak side screen, trying to get it right back to Tegan. They do, but Jacobson will drive from the free throw line. Skip back out now to Emma Sky. Sky will get a screen for Peranto. Off the right elbow extended. 3 on the way from Eiley Cullum is on the way. Up and no good. Fight for the rebound. Last touch by a Bomber. And will stay with the Aitkin Gobblers.
Again, that shot, didn't fall for Eiley there, but good ball movement, extra pass, got her an open look. So
Sunny Lilly into the game for the Bombers, who had an opportunity to take that loose ball, but she thought it was last touch by a Gobbler. Official says, nope, it's going to stay with Aitkin. Inbound to the right corner from Piesick to Eiley Cullum. Being defended in that corner is Eiley. Looks to get rid of the pass, and she'll do just that to Emma Sky. Drives just inside the paint, now on the free throw lane, now back out to Emma Jacobson. Jacobson looks for a pass to the right side now. She will connect with Eiley Cullum. She'll dribble her way back to the top of the circle. Looks to hand it off. She will to Emma Jacobson. Inside the free throw line, inside the arc, I should say, as loose ball on the floor. Ooh, we get bodies flying everywhere as a foul called on the floor. A couple of girls hitting the deck. Everybody up on their own power. And we will see a foul assist to, that's going to be Camille Peranto, her second of the night. Gobblers 4th of the half. 10:30 to go in the first half. Gobblers still lead 8-5. With now Braham with the possession of the basketball to number 23 and Alex Riestam. Driving is Emily Davis. Her shot denied. A rebound loose to Sunny Lilly. Can't get the board to connect. Loose ball as Jansen came down with it, but took a whack on the arm as she was trying to get some separation. Gobblers will keep the possession of the basketball. This one will go against number 4, Emily Davis, her second and team's 5th of the first half. A timeout taken by Braham. We'll take it with him as well. 8-5, Gobblers lead, nearing the midway point of this first half here on KKIN The Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com.
And Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. And for those tuning in at rjbroadcasting.com or at yourliveevent.com, quick out-of-town scoreboard update. Bison are within striking distance, down 16-10. Second quarter of action, FCS semifinals, of which you can listen to at Talk 100 KLKS. Out-of-town scoreboard also includes Minnesota Wild up 1-0 against the Chicago Blackhawks. Matt Zuccarello with the game opening goal tonight for the Wild.
Was Hartman back tonight?
I think Hartman might have gotten a secondary assist on the goal, with Kaprizov getting the primary assist.
They didn't know. They weren't saying out loud, but I had read the article last night or early this morning that Hartman was that close to coming back. So
8-5 our score. The Aitkin Gobblers leading the Braham area Bombers tonight. Paul Volt, Jeremy Jansen on the call. Gobblers get the possession out of the timeout from Braham. Tegan Piesick takes 3 defenders with her, but also travels with it, as it's another turnover for the Gobblers here with a 3-point lead nearing that 10-minute mark of this first half.
That's the 9th turnover for the Gobblers so far. 6 for the Bombers.
Bombers bring it across the half-court line once again to number 2 and Aaron Zimpel to number 23, Alex Riestam. She'll look to go right side as she dribbles it back to the top of the key. Now left side pass for Sophia Johnson. Cross-court heave once again to Zimpel. Looking towards that right corner. It's almost taken away, but it's going to be kept by the likes of number 5 and Julia Kunke, as recovering with it are the Bombers, as we get a travel called against Riestam, and that will give it right back to the Aitkin Gobblers. 8-5 the score here. Gobblers get the inbound right to Emma Jacobson. She'll go from her own free throw line, try to stretch it back out, force the pass, and loose ball, but now coming out with it is Riestam. Alex Riestam to the top of the key once again. Looking right side, cut down low to the basket, shot up on its way and good for number 2 and Aaron Zimpel, as now the Bombers down by 1 at 8-7. 9:13 to play here in the first half. Almost a near turnover, but Jansen bails out the Gobblers at the top of the key. As now it's forced out of her hand. Zimpel with the strip. Looks to go down the length of the floor. She'll throw up a wild shot, nowhere to go. Keeping it alive is Julia Kunke on the rebound. Sophia Johnson, deep 2 on its way off the back of the iron. Long rebound to Zimpel in the right corner. Kunke, top of the right side, left side pass now. Going to the wing will be to Alex Riestam. Now to Sophia Johnson to Zimpel as they play around the horn. Sophia Johnson at the top of the key now, right side pass out on the wing now for number 2 in Zimpel. Johnson, top of the circle, left side now for Riestam. We play back and forth. Now going down low, throwing up the runner is Aaron Zimpel to now make it a 9-8 lead for the Braham area Bombers. Gobblers having trouble breaking out. Now they will this time to Eileen Cullum, to Ella Jansen. Jansen looking for some movement as she almost threw into 2 of her teammates who are stacked up right on top of each other. Skip pass over to Emma Jacobson, top of the right side. Dribbles her way from the free throw line. Skip down low now to Emma Sky. Up with right-handed shot, no good. Draws in the hands of Zimpel. Stretch pass out in front to number 21 into the right side. Now back up, left side pass for Sophia Johnson. Kunke, turnaround shot right side along the baseline. Fight for the rebound. It's Ella Jansen with the board. The Gobblers trail 9-8, 7:47 to go in the first half. Gobblers look to slow things down here as they played fast and loose last couple minutes. Jacobson for a three-pointer. Good for Emma Jacobson. Now with a three-pointer to make it 11-9 as the Bombers look to stretch it out as a near turnover pass as Eileen Cullen, the last one to touch it, as ball leaves the gymnasium but returns magically.
It's the Gobblers 11, Aaron Zimpel 9.
Wow. Zimpel doing all the scoring here tonight for the Bombers, as she is now off the floor here, probably to a little bit of a sigh of relief for the Gobblers, but nonetheless, Gobblers is holding on to that 2-point lead. Turned over pass as Emily Davis was looking for Madison Davis.
8th turnover for the Bombers.
Gobblers with a 11-9 lead. 7:23 to go in the first half as Abby Palm back in the contest for the Gobblers. Checking back in for the likes of Emma Jacobson, forcing a pass at the top of the circle, and stepping over with it was Ella Jansen, over and back. Turnover by Aitkin. 7:16 to go. Gobblers with that one possession lead as it'll be Julia Kunke to trigger the inbound right in front of her teammates. She'll do so to Madison Davis as she'll bring it up to the front court. Left side now for number 4 and Emily Davis. Dribbling her way right hand, now down low as losing the handle as it's going to stay with Madison Davis. Stripped out of her hands, down low into the paint, and we'll get the inbound. Waiting for someone in a white shirt to inbound. It will be number 31, Sophia Johnson. She'll do it right side. Now a shot thrown up by Kunke on its way and good, and we're tied at 11. 11-11 the score, 6:59 counting downward left in the first half. Near travel by the Gobblers, but Ella Jansen tried to force a pass in the middle. Loose ball, still loose out on the floor. Is coming out with it, Eileen Cullum, and a timeout quickly taken by Coach Kaya Davies for the Aitkin Gobblers. 11-11 our score, 6:49 to play in the first half. Take a quick break here on the Gobbler as well as yourliveevent.com.
Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Welcome back here this evening to KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, The Gobbler, and also yourliveevent.com. Gobblers with the possession after a timeout by Coach Kaya Davies. 11-11 the score, 6:49 to play, as an explanation here from Both head coaches getting a talk to from one of our officials here down on the floor, maybe just getting explanation of foul totals or how many timeouts left to each side. Nonetheless, Gobblers with 11-11 the score, but turnovers certainly in the area of as many points scored here in this first half. Abby Palm with the top of the key, facilitating the offense now to the likes of Eiley Cullum. Right side, kicks it back out. Jansen going to fire a three right side off the side of the rim, no good. Long rebound picked up by Emma Sky. Can't finish the shot as it's picked up by Kunke on the secondary opportunity. Driving, Emily Davis loses the handle off her leg and will go back the other way for the Gobblers. Turnover for the Braham area Bombers.
Rebounds pretty equal here too, 9-9. Turnovers 12 for the Gobblers, 9 for the Bombers.
Almost in that equal territory. 22 points scored in total, 21 turnovers in this first half unofficially, as it'll be a carry. 6:09 to play as it will be forced back the other way now for Braham Area. 6:09 to go. Duvernay back in for the Braham Area Bombers. 2 fouls early on in the first half, so she had to sit down for a little bit, but nonetheless, our score is tied. Left side now for Aaron Zimpel on the left wing. Skip past the free throw line, kicked right side. Into the corner now. Trying to come out with it is Sophia Johnson. A fight for it in the corner. Jump ball tie up. Ball will stay with Braham, but they will get the possession arrow. Will the Aitkin Gobblers. Eiley Cullum down the corner doing much of the dirty work for Aitkin, but also get a little help there, I believe, from Abby Palm in that corner as well.
Yeah, very, both teams aggressive defensively.
Inbound, right corner, 3 on the way from Davis, no good. Long rebound to Kunke, throws it back in blindly, but Sophia Johnson comes out with a loose ball. Sophia Johnson at the top of the circle now to Madison Davis. Right side, Zimpel to Duvernay inside the free throw circle. Looks to hand it off, which she will, back over to Aaron Zimpel. Zimpel, cross-court heave to Sophia Johnson. Johnson back to Duvernay, cutting pass, backside, through the middle, up and under, shot no good, rebounded down to Aaron Zimpel. 3 on the way from Sophia Johnson off the side of the iron, no good. Long rebound is out of bounds, last touch. It was the shot from Braham. Gobblers will get the basketball on the turnover with 5:17 to go in this first half. 11-11 remains our score. Jansen will get the inbound to Tegan Piesick, reaches up for it across half court, double team on her, and a travel. Tried to stop, but that back foot lifted up and started to drag as well as Tegan tried to stop on a dime, but forward momentum a little strong in that double team against her.
Yeah, 2 converge, and you're looking for that quick outlet pass, just didn't have that opportunity there.
5 minutes to go in the first half, 11-11 our score. Halftime entertainment will be some elementary school girls getting a little showcase work in. Thought about the 3 a long way from Madison Davis. She second guesses herself now to Julia Kunke. Inside to Duvernay with the right-handed scoop shot. It will go up and good for Duvernay to make it now 13-11 with Braham in front with the lead. Tegan Piesick across half court. Looks to run from the left elbow. Skip pass down low just beyond the reach of Emma Sky as it's turned over by the Gobblers. 4.5 to go. 13-11 the score as we will see checking in for the first time tonight. Britta Westman, she'll come in for Eiley Cullum. Westman wearing number 22, the sophomore.
Britta's did a nice job this year off the bench. Plays good defense, is good around the hoop.
Cut pass inside now to number 2, and that being Aaron Zimpel. 3 on the way from Madison Davis is good. That one hurts a little bit now, making a 5-point lead, 16-11. Stretch pass, Westman throws up a shot with the left hand, can't finish it as Duvernay throws the deep ball to Madison Davis. 2 steps up with 2 and in. It's now 18-11 the score. A quick 5-point run for the Bombers with 4 minutes to go. A 7-point advantage at 18-11. Even a 7-point run as well. 7-0 run that is since that timeout. 3:55 to go. Foul called out on the floor against the Bombers. Number 5, Julia Kunke. That'll be her first. Paranto, Jacobson in. And seeing, I believe it is Sunny Lilly and Alex Rysdam into the contest tonight for the Bombers. Inbound to Westman as it's tipped over. Now reestablishing in the front court are the Gobblers to Abby Palm. Gobblers trailing 18-11. Palm looks to get rid of the pass. She does to Tegan Piesick. Top of the left side, tries to dribble her way around the arc. Foul called on the backside of the play against the Bombers. 3:37 to go. 7th team foul this first half. We'll go to number 23 in Rysdam. Alex Rysdam, that is. And it'll be Britta Westman shooting a 1-and-1. The front end of the 1-and-1 from Westman is no good. Hung on the rim there for an extra half second. Loose ball on the floor. Coming out with it are the Bombers. Stretched out, lays it up, no good. Rebound down to Jacobson, and a foul called against the Bombers. We'll get another 1-and-1. This time that'll be Emma Jacobson heading to the free throw line, as it'll be Madison Davis with her first, team's 8th of the half. Gobblers trailing 18-11. Unfortunately not doing themselves much favor at the free throw line here in this first half so far. Front of the 1-on-1 for Emma Jacobson on its way, and no good. Rebound to Camille Peranto, as we'll get a jump ball on the tie-up. Possession arrow says Aitkin with 3:26 to go. Missing the free throw, but getting the ball, but losing the possession arrow. Pick your poison for the Gobblers with 3:26 to go, trailing 18-11. Piesick skips it in now to Palm, a little too far out in front, but keeps it in, does Abby. Thought that one was going out, but Abby keeps it in the hands of the Gobblers. Westman, right hand, lays it up, leaves it short. Fight for the loose ball. It's going to be last touch by Duvernay, staying with the Gobblers with 3:14 left in the first half.
Yeah, we just need to, we've had opportunities at the hoop. We just need to finish there. We haven't finished in close range.
Had some good movement down there as well, and trying to get to the hoop, just need to be able to convert. Long, high inbound, loose ball. It's going to be kept by Jacobson, as she'll give it away to Palm, trying to get away from even one of her own teammates on a double team is Abby Palm, as we get a block, a foul called, against the Bombers. Davis with her second, Madison Davis that is. Another 1-and-1 coming up here for Aitkin, and this will be Jacobson at the line. 9th team foul this first half. 3:05 to go. Front end of the 1-and-1 is up and no good. Rebound is loose, and it's picked up now by Alex Rysdam, and a foul called the other way, this time against Aitkin. I believe it's going to be against Peranto. Yes, it will be against Camille, her third. Camille will come out, brings back in Emma Scott. 3:02 to go in the first half. 18-11 remains the score. It was tied 11-11, but 7 straight points from the Bombers some time ago. Now under the 3-minute mark, cross half court, come the Bombers, stretching it out, Rysdam.
Like an extra step there, she got away with one.
Just an extra step in front. Duvernay with the handle of it from the left elbow. Now back over to Madison Davis with her 2 fouls in this first half, but trying to cut a pass to the basket. Gobblers strip it away. 2.5 to go. Gobblers have some work, down by 7. Now just getting it across half court do the Gobblers. Jacobson will drive, left baseline, throws up a runner, can't get it to go, as Duvernay will be impeded upon, and a foul called against Aitkin. I believe this one will be against Emma Jacobson. That'll be the team's 6th of the first half, first of the night as well for Emma Jacobson. As Ella Jansen back in, Eileen Cullum as well. She will check in, as both Westman and Jacobson are out. Or Sky's going to check out. Jacobson's going to stay in. 2:25 to go. Taking their time before bringing it to the front court are the Bombers, as they'll stretch it out left side. Ooh, a couple extra steps there. As now it'll be Aaron Zimpel turning it over.
Could be a carry, could be a travel. He official picked the travel.
Turned back over to the Gobblers' way, down 18-11 with 2:15 to go in the first half. Abby Palm will bring it up to the front court through a double team, loses it as she comes across half court. Alex Rysdam will throw up a shot, basket will count, and she is fouled on her way to the basket. 20-11 now the score with an and one opportunity coming up. 17 foul as well for the Gobblers, and Emma Skye will be assessed her.
I think they got Abby for that one.
Yes, Abby Palm, excuse me. Abby Palm was looking at the wrong 23. Rysdam completes the and one, a double-digit lead, 21-11 the score. Gobblers trail with 2:02 to go. Eiley Cullum gets the pass from Ella Jansen across half court to the right side. Now back up to Abby Palm. Surveys what she's got to work with offensively. Dribbles her way towards the left side. Now back towards the middle. Turnaround pass over to Eiley Cullum to Emma Jacobson. Turnaround right side, Jacobson trying to find a pass. She'll throw up a three. Shot long, no good. Last touch by the Gobblers on the shot from Jansen. Gobblers miss an opportunity for points and turn it over the other way as we'll get a wholesale change for the Bombers. Greta Westman back in for the Gobblers. A minute 38 to go in the first half. 21-11 the score. Bombers in front. A 10-0 run here in the last 5 minutes for the Bombers. Almost stealing it was Jacobson, but a foul called right at midcourt as it'll go against Jacobson. Her second, team's eighth, so we'll get a 1-and-1 here for the Bombers. Emily Davis will head the line for the front end of a 1-and-1. First free throw up and on its way is banked in and good. 22-11 the score in this first half of the minute 29 to go.
It's not for the lack of opportunities. The Gobblers, they just haven't finished.
Second free throw on its way, no good. Rebounded down to number 5 and Julia Kunke. She'll dish it back out to Rysdam. From the left side, up top now for number 4 and Emily Davis. Davis right side throws it right into the Gobbler bench. Look out, Josie Kostick. She's able to knock it down, keep it in front. Minute 19 to go. Gobblers get the ball back after that errant pass to the Gobbler bench.
She looked a little surprised.
Took her eye off the ball for a second.
Yeah.
Always got to be ready. Inbounded from the Gobbler bench out to Tegan Piesick. Left side to Eiley Cullum. Back up to Jacobson. Thought about the three. Holds on. Left elbow extended to Eiley Cullum with a minute 9 to go in the first half. DeBretta Westman just inside the three-point arc on the right wing. Spinning up, left-handed shot is up and good. Gobblers break an 11-0 run by the Braham area Bombers to trail 22-13. Streaking back the other way. Gobblers get a turnover. Thrown back up as Jacobson throws a turnover as it will be a foul assessed out on the floor against Aitkin. 48.8 seconds to go. Looks like Eiley Cullum will get her second of the night. And both teams at 9 team fouls in this first half. Another 1-and-1 for Alex Rysdam. Front end of the 1-and-1, no good, but a rebound down to number 2 and Zimpel. Second opportunity is up and good. This one will be Julia Kunke. We'll get 2 more for the Bombers to make it now 24-13. Kunke with an and one free throw coming up. Foul assessed to number 5, or excuse me, to Eiley Cullum. That'll be her third. And one free throw, no good. Loose rebound. Jansen comes out with it. Ella outlets to Abby Palm. She'll streak up and under the basket. Too strong off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded down to Zimpel as another foul called. Gobblers now well over 10 fouls in this first half, as it'll be Zimpel at the line. Foul assessed number 22 in Bretta Westman, her first. As it'll be Aaron Zimpel at the line for the Bombers. Misses the first of 2 free throws.
We haven't done a very good job of defensive rebounds. They've had second and third opportunities there and do a better job here getting a
second free throw out the front of the rim. Back to the Gobblers' way. Emma Jacobson across half court, left side to Abby Palm. Fakes the 3, steps inside, shot up and good for Abby Palm.
Nice shot fake by Abby, and little 10-footer there to get the roll.
24-15 the score. Coming across half court is Emily Davis. Right side, looks for a pass, free throw line for Kunke. Gets it right back out. Now we'll streak towards the right side. Now gets it over to Emily Davis once again. 5 seconds, runner on the way. Foul no good as we get 2 free throws coming up here for Emily Davis with 4.6 seconds to go in the first half. Foul will be number 3 in Abby Palm, her second. 2 guaranteed free throws coming up. Zimpel. Yes, it'll be Emily Davis, Davis is going to shoot a pair. Number 4, first free throw no good. Second free throw coming up here momentarily from Emily Davis, the freshman. Second free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Loose rebound, get foul called the other way. Pushing Tegan Pisak out of the way.
That's a tough foul because now you got a double bonus.
24-15 the score. We'll get Tegan at the line for the first time tonight for Tegan?
Second time.
Second time.
2 of 2 the first time. It's her 2 points.
Coach Loy for Braham asking for an explanation. Both teams in the double bonus in this first half. Tegan at the line for a pair. First is no good. Bounced around a few times off that rim, but just did not get the shooters roll off that rim. Second free throw from Tegan as the Gobblers down 24-15. Second from Tegan on its way and good. 24-16, 4.6 seconds to go. Inbound to half court, short of the mark, and will go out of bounds with 0.4 seconds to go. Wonder if they'll put any extra time up. I doubt that they will. 0.4 seconds to go here. Ella Jansen's going to inbound. As it will let it roll right in for the Gobblers, and it will be a loose ball, and that will not even get a shot off at the half. 24-16, Braham leads the Aitkin Gobblers. Coming up here at the halftime break, get a breakdown of this first half. Second half adjustments coming up, as well as a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Gobblers trail 24-16 on the Gobbler, as well as at yourliveevent.com.
Where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
It's been more.
Welcome back here this evening to the Gobbler, KKIN AM 930 FM translator 103.1. And for those also tuning in online at rjbroadcasting.com, yourliveevent.com, our halftime score, Aitkin Gobbler girls trailing against Braham area Bombers 24-16. A good start for both teams, but man, a lot of turnovers in that first half. Both of them well over into 17 for Aitkin and also 13 for Braham in the first half. Nonetheless, the Gobblers and the Bombers have a lot of things to clean up here, given the fact that not a lot of practice time here this week, given the weather. as it is a 24-16 halftime score. Also looking here at our out-of-town scoreboard, just going into the third quarter, the NDSU Bison up 17-16 going into the early minutes of the third quarter as well against Incarnate Word in the FCS semifinals. Trip back to Frisco is on the line here for that matchup from the Fargo Dome here this evening. Other high school game that we've got on the airwaves tonight does include on 3WI AM 1270, 96.3 FM, Villager leading at halftime against Verndale boys high school basketball 40-22. First half numbers in this first half of basketball on both sides. Of course, the Gobblers trailing 24-16 at the break. 5 points in the first half for Abby Palm to lead the way for the Gobblers. 4 points for Emma Sky as well. And also seeing 3 from Ella Jansen in that first half. 3 as well for Tegan Piesick and the Aitkin Gobblers. On the other side for the Braham area Bombers, Aaron Zimpel in that first half totaling up. Looks like 9 points in that first half to lead. 9 of the 24 scored for the Braham area Bombers, but 2 of 11 in the first half from free throw land here this evening for the Braham area Bombers here this evening, while the Aitkin Gobblers also equally struggling at the free throw line here this evening. Get a break here on the halftime show. We will get more coming up. Of course, second half adjustments still coming up as the Gobblers trail the Braham area Bombers tonight here on the Gobbler, as well as at yourliveevent.com.
Since 1938, purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated, Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back here on the halftime show, and we're getting a little halftime show as well. Some fourth grade girls, high school girls basketball, I should say, with the little Gobblers that are entertaining the crowd here tonight on KKIN 930 FM 103.1. The Gobbler, Paul Vold, Jeremy Jansen at the halftime break. 24-16 the score. The Braham area Bombers with the lead. And you know, Jeremy, we did take a little bit time during the first break of our halftime show. Turnovers to each side, very heavy, and also a little bit, you get the fact as well, maybe a little bit of conditioning might have led to some of those fouls as well, and the turnovers mounting up early.
Yeah, Gobblers 17 turnovers to the Bombers 13. The free throw line for both teams has struggled. The Bombers 2 of 11 from the line, the Gobblers 3 of 9, so combined, they're 5 of 20 from the stripe, and cut down on the turnovers. That's the difference in the game right now for the Gobblers. Just out turnovers and rebounds, pretty equal. 10 to I have about 12, so 12-10 in favor of the Bombers. But again, the defensive rebounds is where we've lacked. You know, they've got some second chance opportunities, and we need to do a better job on the defensive end. We've got our couple bigs in a little bit of foul trouble early. And so we were a little bit smaller lineup to finish that and during that 10-0 run. And so I think we get back to playing defense here and see what happens.
Down by the score of 24-16.
Did you know that students that participate in high school...
Down by that score of 24-16 going into the second half with just a couple of minutes left here on the halftime break. Again, 40-22 our other score on 3WI AM 1270, 96.3 FM with Pillager leading Verndale boys high school basketball tonight. Take a break. Second half coming up here in just a couple minutes as the Aitkin Gobblers trail the Braham area Bombers tonight here on the Gobbler, as well as at yourliveevent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom. and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back here tonight to Aitkin High School on the Gobbler, KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1. And for those also tuning in at yourliveevent.com, Paul Vold, Jeremy Jansen here. Just a couple moments left here before we get to the second half as the Aitkin Gobbler fourth grade girls basketball team getting a little showcase time out on the floor. Well, Braham's out of the halftime locker room. We're wondering where Aitkin is right now as the got a couple minutes, or it looks like they're going to put a couple extra minutes of warm-up time. They didn't do that during the JV game, but maybe we'll just get a couple extra shots up at moments as well here for maybe both teams to try and get loosened up here in the second half. And that's one thing, looking at some more of the first half numbers, Jeremy, rebounding in the favor of Braham, turnovers, unfortunately, in the favor of Aitkin in that regard, leading that category, and certainly something to keep your eye on as we go into the second half.
Yeah, 15 rebounds for Bombers, 11 for the Gobblers. I felt the Gobblers did a nice job of withstanding the pressure, though. A couple fast break points, but for the most part did a nice job. A few turnovers in the backcourt that caused a couple easy layups, but they secure the ball here a little bit. They seem to be able to move it well and create shots for themselves, and so I think if the Gobblers can cut down on the turnovers, a little better job defensively on the boards the second half, stay out of foul trouble, they'll be just fine.
Getting another look with our out-of-town scoreboard. Halftime lead for the Minnesota Timberwolves, 63-30 against Oklahoma City. As seeing Naz Reid leading the way with 16 points for the Timberwolves. And again, third quarter action, the NDSU Bison now up 24-16 against Incarnate Word in the opening minutes of the second half as well, as NDSU was down 16-3 after the first quarter. But, them, FCS playoffs, Fargo Dome, hard place to play and a hard place to, go into as a road team for Incarnate Word. So they've got their work cut out for them in that second half. Again, that game over on Talk 100 KLKS, and try to get a score of the Wild update. It was 1-0 last time I saw.
I was into the first, the last I saw.
Still 1-0, second period, just a few nearing the midway point of that second period. Again, the lone goal scored by Max Zuccarello for the likes of the Minnesota Wild.
Matt's had a nice goal the other night. Who'd they just beat? Red Wings.
Yep, the Red Wings.
Falling down just before the end of the second period, falling down and slid it through 5-hole.
1-0 that score. Sam Steele and Kirill Kaprizov with the assists of that goal as well. Gobblers looking for a little second half run as well, trailing 24-16. Gobblers will be starting off the second half. Again, a few fouls to some of the big players, including Ailey Eilicholm, with 3 fouls, but Camille Peralta also with 3. Emma Sky with a foul to her side as well to start off this second half of basketball as we get ready here for the start of this second half here tonight. First game of the week here for the Gobblers, who were supposed to play a game earlier this week as well. Mother Nature had other ideas. Braham played on Monday, now sporting a 5-0 record. 3-1 are the Gobblers. As Braham will start off the second half of the basketball, Gobblers will be working right to left on your radio dials and on your computer screens. Paul Vold joined alongside Jeremy Jansen. Second half underway with a 24-16 advantage for the Braham area Bombers. The right side now pass for Sophia Johnson. Looks into that right corner for Julia Kunke. Gobblers trying to come out aggressive on the defensive side. Kunke pass back out in the right wing now for Sophia Johnson. Skips it up top now for Duvernay. Left side, 3 left out for Madison Davis. Doesn't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Jansen comes out with the rebound, pulling it from behind her back, literally behind her back.
Ella's 6th rebound tonight.
Gobblers trying to do everything they can on the boards early on, trailing 24-16. Tegan Piesick with the handle of the ball. Across half court now looking, skip pass right side to Emma Jacobson. From the right elbow, dishes it back out. 3 on the way for Tegan, up no good. Rebound down to to Jansen as she'll reestablish the offense now. Over to Emma Jacobson, just loses the handle as she was turning around with it. 17:02 to go. 2-0 to score for the Minnesota Wild. Kirill the Thrill finds the back of the net for the Wild.
Off the snide, did he take a day off scoring, I think?
Apparently. Hopefully he's feeling all right after that one. But nonetheless, Gobblers shut down the offensive chance for the Bombers. Rebound down to Emma Sky. Tegan Piesick drawing in Sky. She's fouled her way to the basket. 2 free throws coming up here for Emma Sky. Gobblers definitely need to start converting here in this second half. 3 of 9 in the first half from the free throw line?
3 of 9, yep.
Gobblers need to do better than that, especially trailing by 8, 16:46 to go. First one on the way for Sky is good. That's a good start for the Gobblers. 24-17 the score. As the second free throw momentarily as the official hands the ball off now to Emma Sky at the line. On its way. And no good. A rebound loose. Duvernay comes out with the rebound for the Bombers. Looks to get rid of it. She does. Now gets it to number 1 in Madison Davis. Stretch pass out to Sophia Johnson, throwing it out of bounds as it was last touched. Going out with the basketball, Sophia Johnson, but looks like she threw it off the leg of Emma Sky. And we'll keep it for the Bombers here to start off this second half. 16:35 to go. 24-17 for Braham area. Inbound to Madison Davis now from the right corner. She looks to drive, skips it over to Nicole Duvernay, gets her own rebound after the missed shot, banks it up and in, finishes it strong. Back up to a 9-point lead at 26-17. Largest lead of the night was at 11 for the likes of the Bombers as a running shot from Jansen as she took some contact heading the deck but can't get the shot to follow through. Left side, 3 on the way. Davis in the corner, no good. Long rebound to Emma Jacobson. 16 minutes to go. Gobblers down by 9. Ella Jansen throws it up now to Tegan Piesick. She drives, right elbow, throwing up a shot just off the front of the rim and a foul called out on the floor.
Again, too many bunnies we've missed there. You know, it's finish those, you probably got a lead.
Just barely missing on some of those running shots for the Gobblers. Unfortunately, even get half of those to go. It's most likely a tied game, but 15:50 to go in this first half. Foul to each side here to start off this second half of basketball as well for both teams. Duvernay with the handle of the ball to Madison Davis at the top of the right side. Throws across court now to Erin Zimpel. Zimpel 7 points officially for her tonight as she gets it over to Madison Davis. Cross court heave again. Zimpel going to fire up a deep 3 left side. No good. Rebound down to Emma Jacobson. Takes some contact, but she'll keep the ball in her hands to Abby Palm. Palm looks to get rid of it across half court. Now gets it up to Jacobson across the timeline. Over to Abby Palm. Stops, fakes the 3. It looks left side now to Jacobson. Switching around, Palm and Jacobson left to right side on the pass now at the top of the circle, left side for Jansen. Looking for somewhere to go with it for LA. Gets a screen right side at the free throw line in the circles. Try to find that cut past the sky. It's stolen away by Duvernay. Nicole Duvernay, right side, hands it off to Zimpel. Madison Davis going to fire up a three. Good. 29-17, largest lead of the night now at 12. 14:42 to go. Gobblers trail. Quick jumper back to the left side now for Jacobson. Rebound down to Jansen after a pass out. Tegan Pisak stops, fires up a three. No good. Rebounded down to Madison Davis. Gobblers are getting some looks. Unfortunately, they're just hitting the side of the rim more times than not tonight. Shots just not going the Gobblers' way. 14:14 to go, counting downward. 29-17 the score. Back up top now for Madison Davis. Davis fakes the pass, now goes right side. Zimpel firing up a three. Duvernay knocks it down. Back-to-back threes hurt the Gobblers to a 32-17 lead. Palm the other way, runs into a double team. She turns it over after a travel. 13:51 to go here in this first half. Gobblers down 15.
20th turnover for the Gobblers, third in the second half already.
As we'll see Bretta Westman in the game tonight. To start off the second half, checks in for Ella Jansen. Right side inbound to Madison Davis. Davis with the pass to herself behind her back. Brings it across half court. Right side now for Nicole Duvernay. Back-to-back threes for the Bombers. Has them up by 15. Right side now to number 23 and Alex Rysdom. Left side. Into a floating shot for number 5 and Julia Kunke. Now 34-17, doubling up are the Bombers here, or was 13 minutes ago. Gobblers come back the other way, skipping it down low, turning it over as Duvernay read the pass. Gives it up now to Madison Davis across half court. Runs, right side shot up and in. Now making it 36-17, a timeout called on the floor. 13:05 to go here in this second half. Gobblers down 36-17 on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
36-17 our score on the Gobbler. KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1. A 12-1 run to open up the second half as the Braham area Bombers lead the Aitkin Gobblers tonight. Girls High School basketball. Pole vault, Jeremy Jansen to start out this second half. And a lot of these opportunities for the Gobblers here just missing just a couple of shots that have just not gone the Gobblers' way here to open the second half.
Right, some easy layups that we've missed. Had a couple open looks at three and weren't able to fall, and Braham has capitalized, done a nice job. Some pick and roll stuff, and so.
36-17 the score here, as we'll try to keep stats as best we can here as well here to open up this second half. Nonetheless, 13:04, as long as the main part of the scoreboard works just fine, as public address announcer Jason Henke informs us that just trying to get through the night here, especially given the fact of what lies ahead for us weather-wise. And, you know, for some people that may be tuning in or trying to find a way to listen or watch tonight's broadcast as well that may be with or without power in the last day or so, hopefully that will get restored in much of our lakes area even here in these next couple of days, going into, I know, some bitter cold temperatures to start off next week. 36-17 as Braham with the handle of the ball. Now working at left side to Aaron Zimpel. Zimpel from the left wing drives inside, up with the left-handed scoop. Doesn't go anywhere as it lands in the hands of Abby Palm with a rebound. She'll try to go across half court, which she does with the handle after she turned it over with a carry. Loose ball stolen away by Duvernay. Slows up at the top of the key. Loose ball down on the floor. Picked up by Kunke. Back out for a three for Duvernay. Good for another three-pointer for Nicole Duvernay. 39-17, largest lead, 22 points now in this second half for the Braham area Bombers, who are off to a hot start in this second half. Jacobson to Palm at the top of the circle now. Settles back, nearing the midcourt stripe to Jacobson in the left wing. Switches around with Palm, right side for Tegan Piesick. Thinks three, she'll step to the left, fires it up, nowhere to go. As the shot not initially in, but this time now we get Emma Sky for a layup and in after the missed shot from Piesick, but gets the rebound, and Sky gets the two, 39-19 with 11.5 to play. Now going to Madison Davis. Skip pass inside now, just outside the paint. Kunke, turnaround jumper is good.
Tough shot.
Tough shot, gets it to go for Julia Kunke. That's been the story tonight besides the turnover. Shots are going for Braham, not going for the Gobblers. Palm gets rid of it into a double team, and a foul called on the floor as Westman just got the handle of it before being impeded upon. Madison Davis will be assessed her third, I believe, here tonight.
Yep, third foul for Madison.
Camille Peranto, Ella Jansen back into the game as Abby Palm, and also Emma Sky out tonight. Right side pass on its way. Shot up by Emma Jacobson off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded down to number 21 and Sunny Lilly. Stretching it back out, 41-19 the score with 10 minutes to go here in the second half. Gobblers trailing 41-19. Cross-court heave, left side to Alex Rysdam. Feeds it inside Duvernay, off her shin. It goes into the hands of Ella Jansen for the Gobblers. Across half court, Bretta Westman will take it herself, lays it up, and gets it to fall in. 41-21 the score. 10.5 to play, Gobblers down by 20. Runner on the way, no good. Loose ball on the floor. Who touched it last? They're going to say Duvernay touched it last. As the Gobblers will get the ball right back. 10:25 to go here in this second half. Haven't seen yet off the bench with 3 fouls. Eiley Cullum for the Gobblers as Duvernay will check out of the game. As seeing in tonight, number 3 for the Bombers. Allie Carlson, number 3, she checks in for the first time tonight. As Emma Jacobson gets it to Tegan Piesick on the right side to Ella Jansen at the top of the circle. Resets the offense now, looking left side. Now will dribble towards the right. Pass over to Emma Jacobson. Gets a screen from Westman at the free throw line. Loses the handle. Ball loose out on the floor. Jump ball tie up, we'll say, goes to the Gobblers, but will lose the possession arrow in the process. 10:06 to go here in this second half. 41-21. Inbound to trigger to the right side. Peranto to Jansen. Right back to Peranto. It's a foul called on the floor. Allie Carlson will get in for the reach.
Nice little in and out game there.
Carlson noted for now her second foul of the night. So in previously. Tipped off the inbound. It's going to be stolen away. Madison Davis will stretch it out now to Rysdam. Feed down low to number 4 and Emily Davis. Try to feed somewhere in the middle for Sunny Lilly. Now backing out is going to be number 1 and Madison Davis. Over to Emily Davis. Sunny Lilly to Madison. She'll drive off the right side, throws up a runner outside the paint, and will not get the shot to go, but a foul called against the Gobblers. 9:40 to go, 41-21 the score. As this will go against the Gobblers. Emma Jacobson will be assessed her third foul as the first free throw up and good from Madison Davis, 42-21. Emma Jacobson will come out. And Abby Palm is back in for the Gobblers. Second free throw up and good for Davis. 43-21 the score, 9:40 to go in the contest. Gobblers offense to the front court now with Camille Peranto. Looking to the right side, skips it back up now for Abby Palm. Palm looking towards that right side. Looking for a pass to Tegan. Off the jersey of Teagan, losing the handle, but gets the ball right back, even reestablishing in the front court now for Teagan, loses the ball, and it'll be last touch by the Gobblers, they are going to say, as it goes out of bounds. 9:16 to go.
8th turnover to the second half for the Gobblers.
43-21 is the score. Gobblers trailed 24-16. Stolen inbound pass from Teagan Piesick. Back out to Abby Palm, left alone for a three. Abby's shot off the front of the rim, no good, and her shot will go out of bounds. And we'll give it right back to the Bombers of Braham. 43-21 the score.
Gobblers just need a little run here.
Get something going here. As a jump ball tie, possession arrow will go to Braham, or at least they'll get the ball, but lose the possession arrow. 9:03 to go. 43-21 the score. Gobblers will be in a run here heading into the holiday season. Next game coming up on Tuesday next week. They'll be on the road at Malacca before playing in that holiday tournament coming up the week after Christmas. 27th and 28th, I believe, here from Aitkin High School. Host of teams coming to Aitkin High School. Off the left side, shot no good. Palm with a rebound after the running shot from Emily Davis was no good. 43-21 remains with 8:46 to go. Braham on top of Aitkin. We'll see. Eiley Cullum checking in. Teagan Piesick will come out. Eiley with 3 fouls, seeing her first action of this second half. Nearly 10 minutes have gone by. Well over that halfway mark of the second half as Abby Palm needs to move or get rid of the ball. She'll move to her own free throw line, runs into a double team, stretches it out to Eiley Cullum. She'll drive left side, throws up a runner, blocked midway up as it's going to be a loose ball, but collected as we now have number 21 of loose ball, Sunny Lilly, and a foul called against the Gobblers. Jansen will get, I believe, is that Ella's first tonight?
I have her for 1, but I'm thinking maybe that was her second. But
scoreboard says 1 as well. Her first this evening, as now we reach a critical point in tonight's game with concession stand now closing. That's when you know it starts to be crunch time here.
Popcorn is being handed out.
And it is going like gangbusters in front of the students section as bodies flying to the ground as jump ball tie up. Gobblers will get the basketball with Camille Peranto in the mix for Aitkin. 8:25 to go in this second half. Gobblers trail 43-21. Jansen will inbound right below our feet, and we'll get it to Abby Palm. 8:23 to go. Clock will continue to move. Palm needs to get rid of it to get it across half court. Just going out of bounds with it was number 23 in Alex Rysdam. As we'll see, Sophia Johnson and Julia Kunke back in for Braham. 8:17 to go, 43-21. Gobblers with just 5 points in total scored in this second half, while Braham has done all the damage offensively. Cullum, right side, out on the elbow, now gets a pass out to Jansen. Palm going to fire up a three-pointer short of the mark, and it's going to go long, and going out of bounds with it. Last touch before going out of bounds was Britta Westman for the Gobblers. A turnover for Aitkin with under 8 to go. Rysdam with a handle, outlets to Sophia Johnson, lays it up and in for 2 more. 45-21 the score. 7:50 to play. Palm will keep it herself. She tries to come across her own free throw line, needs to get a pass away. She does to Ella Jansen, and a timeout taken by Coach Davies to avoid the 10-second call itself. 45-21 the score. We'll take a break here, real quick break here on KKIN AM The Gobbler, as well as YourLiveEvent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Welcome back here this evening to KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com. 45-21 the score here in this second half of basketball. Paul Volt, Jeremy Jansen, Braham leads the Aitkin Gobblers as long inbound from Ella Jansen finds Camille Peranto after the timeout from Coach Davies to avoid that 10-second call on the establishment of the offense. Abby Palm will work it to the top of the key, left side pass for Eileen Cullum. From the free throw circle, gets a pass back out to Ella Jansen from the top of the circle, looks to drive, loses the handle of the basketball, and it's turned over by Aitkin. It's going to be number 2, Aaron Zimpel, to pass back out. Alex Rysdam for a 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Shot thrown up, can't get the and one to follow, but a foul nonetheless as Julia Kunke will head her way to the free throw line with 7:10 to go in the contest. Foul called against Eileen Cullen. That will be her 4th. One of 3 seniors on this Gobbler girls team. First of 2, no good. You see Duvernay and also Madison Davis back in for the Bombers. And second free throw coming up from Julia Kunke on its way, and short as it didn't hit rim, so Gobblers will get the ball back nonetheless. 7:10 to go. Gobblers trail 45-21. Jansen will trigger the inbound, skips it into Abby Palm. Now to Ella. She'll run the length of the floor across half court. Works it right side from the right elbow, extended down along the baseline. Travel by Ella Jansen. Substitution, Tegan Piesick will check in for Eileen Cullum. Senior for senior.
27th turnover for the Gobblers, I have.
As Kunke will inbound for the Bombers across half court now for Madison Davis. Davis at the top of the left side now gets a screen from Kunke, but goes back to the right side from number 2 and Aaron Zimpel. Zimpel will get a screen from Duvernay, feeds it inside for Duvernay. A layup with the right hand, no good. Rebounded down to Tegan Piesick. Gives it up to Ella Jansen, skips it up front now. Down low to Camille Peranto. Double team on her, loose ball out on the floor, comes out with it. Back to Tegan Piesick, 3 on the way for Tegan is short of the mark. Fight for it by Peranto. And it will go a turnover for the Gobblers. 6.5 minutes to play in regulation, 45-21 the score. As it'll be number 1, Madison Davis with the handle of the basketball being defended by Abby Palm. She'll try to get across half court. She does now to Sophia Johnson. Johnson at the top of the circle, left side, skips it over now to 35, I should say, Cole Duvernay. Madison Davis, penetrating pass to Duvernay, right-handed shot, basketball count, and foul called against the Gobblers, as Duvernay will get the and one free throw, and Gobbler down on the floor right now in Ella Jansen. Jansen will be called for her second foul here this evening, and 2 more points for the Braham area Bombers. 47-21 is the score of 5:57 to go here. An opportunity now. We'll step aside for a quick break. Injury timeout on the floor here on the Gobbler, as well as YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and for those also tuning in at YourLiveEvent.com, as Ella Jansen is escorted off the floor by Coach Davies and also our trainer for this evening. 47-21 as the and one free throw from Duvernay is good, now making it 48-21 as turned over, or almost turned over by the Gobblers, but last touch by Braham to make it now with 5:51 to play, 48-21 the score. Going right side is Britta Westman. Right side gets it off to a pass now to Camille Peranto. Double team against her. Gets a pass back out to Westman as it's thrown away by the Gobblers. Stretch pass out now. Zimpo lays it up and in and gets the shot to fall right in. 50-21 the score now with 5.5 to go. Jansen at the end of the bench getting her, looks like her ankle looked at. Shoe was off along with the sock, but training staff over there to get a good look, get the diagnosis. Shot thrown up against Peranto, being defended by Duvernay as a foul called against Nicole Duvernay. Third.
Actually, they called Julia Kunkel her second.
Really?
Yeah.
Kunke was nowhere in the vicinity, but nonetheless, she'll get her second. Duvernay still with 2, but 2 free throws coming up for Peranto. She misses the front end of 2. 50-21 the score. Kunke and Johnson off the floor for the Bombers. 5:15 to play here in this second half. 3-0 lead for the Minnesota Wild.
Camille gets the second to fall.
Now makes it 50-22. We've got ourselves a good one over on Talk 100 KLKS. Incarnate Word, 29-24.
I guess that game is just, they just want to go back and forth with runs, you know.
Yeah, they certainly do. 50-22 as a foul called against the Gobblers, and Abby Palm will be assessed her third, as it'll be 50-22 with 5 minutes to go here in this second half. Gobblers trail against Braham. We'll move on to 6-0 on this season, barring a miraculous 28-point comeback here with under 5 to play. Seen weirder things this week alone.
You're right.
Under 5 to go. Nicole Duvernay with the hand of the ball now back up top now from Madison Davis. Davis tries to skip a pass inside. It's stolen away by the Gobblers as they keep the possession now. As Abby Palm, her pass is taken away. As sneaking on the backside was Aaron Zimpel. Skip pass down low. Zimpel gets the second shot to go in after she was initially unable to get the first shot. Gets her own rebound and slides it right on in. 52-22. 4:18 to play. Some action on the bench for the Bombers, I should say, coming up here, coming off the bench. Gobblers with the handle of the basketball to the top of the key now for Abby Palm. Palm looks for a pass somewhere. Gets a screen from Peranto. Left side, get a 5-3 for Abby. Good for Abby Palm. 52-25, the Gobblers trail.
Nice stroke from Abby.
Down by 27 with 3:40 to go. Madison Davis, left side. 52-25 the score. Subs in to each side.
I think Abby drained that 3 for her Uncle Russ up in Minnesota, listening from afar, probably watching. It sounds like they didn't get as much snow up there in the Canadian border.
They just must have just found that little sliver, that little pocket of the storm that just didn't quite go up there, just because the fact that get up around that area, well, it's hit or miss.
Yeah, they'll be fortunate to have 20 below, though, this next week.
This is very true. So you again, pick your poison in that regard. At least snow, you can do something with it. You can move it out of the way. Josie Kostick fouled upon by the Gobblers. Checking in for Aitkin.
Nice board by Josie.
Camille Peranto is off the floor as Kostick will get 2 free throws, and number 21 and Sunny Lilly will be assessed her first foul tonight with 3:26 to go. 52-25 the score. First free throw short of the mark from Kostick. Josie Kostick, the junior, 5'7", wearing number 25 for the Gobblers. Second free throw on its way and good. 52-26 with 3:26 to go. And we'll also see Haley Sharek check in for the first time tonight. Coach Davies getting the full bench into it tonight.
She's done a good job of that.
Especially with a shorter roster and bench as well.
Younger players, some quality minutes, and a
52-26 the score as the Bombers will have the basketball here. Work it around the perimeter now to Madison Davis. Davis will drive left side, throws up the runner, and gets that one to go. And that's been pretty much the story here tonight, is just anything close to the rim for the Bombers has been going in without little fail here this evening. And a turnover from the Gobblers will give it to Sophia Johnson across half court. And that was Sunny Lilly, I should say, as initial shot rebounded loose to number 1. And I should say number 4, and Emily Davis. With 2:42 to go, we'll see more subs off the bench for the Bombers, and laying it up and in, Alex Rysdam, number 23, 56-26, 2.5 to go.
They do a nice job of those backdoor cuts, and we've got a lot of easy buckets tonight.
Stolen away as a foul called. Emma Jacobson will get her fourth. Now Emma Jacobson down for 4 fouls tonight. As we'll see 3, 4 off the floor for the Bombers, who will now move to 6-0 on the season. 30-point lead at 56-26. As a front end of 1-1 for number 2 and Aaron Zimpel is good. We'll get the second end of the 1-1. Everybody thought it was an and 1 free throw. Now we'll get the second half of the guaranteed one. Ayla Anderson in, along with, of course, Alex Rysdam still in the contest as well. Second free throw from number 2 and Aaron Zimpel, and that's going to finish her night as Olivia Heikus into the game. 58-26 the score. 2:24 to go. Eileen Cullum for the Gobblers brings it up across half court, left side. Now dribbles to the right. Now back towards the left with the pass now to Emma Jacobson. Try to cut down to the baseline on the left wing. Skip pass now to Bretta Westman. Westman spins, left-handed shot in the lane. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Will create another opportunity offensively. Fires up a 3. Does Westman. No good. Rebound down to Sherrick. Throws up a shot. Leaves it short. Loose rebound to Josie Kostick. Kostick outside the paint. Right-handed shot fouled upon. Clock will continue to wind here with under 2 to play. And, well, now a 32-point advantage. Alex Rysdam, number 23, with her second foul tonight. Kostick at the free throw line once again. First free throw missed. Gobblers will go to 3-2 on the season before hitting the road coming up Tuesday at Malacca. Second free throw from Kostick is up and good. 58-27. Now the clock will move with 1:45 to go. Left side pass for number 14, Morgan Rysdam, the 8th grader. Was originally slated in our starting lineup, but, well, that was the wrong starting lineup that we had. Now goes up number 15, Heikus. Olivia Heikus will bring it to the top of the circle under 90 seconds to go. 58-27 the score. Gobblers trailing Braham area, who will stay undefeated at 6-0. Runner off the right side for Ayla Anderson, no good. Gets her own rebound. Loose ball stolen away by Sherrick. Sherrick will have the ball stripped out of her hands, but the Gobblers will keep the basketball with 1:11 to go in the second half, I should say. End of the third quarter on Talk 100 KLKS. Incarnate Word leads NDSU 29-24.
Third quarter, you said?
End of third quarter. Go to the fourth. That's probably why I was almost saying fourth quarter when talking about our score. That one's going to come down to the wire. Always does once you get to the semifinals and finals of the FCS.
Well, Incarnate scored all their points in the first and third, and the Bison all in the second, so it must be their turn for the fourth.
Minute to go here as a stolen pass after a loose ball. Eileen Cullum can't get the shot to go as it's rebounded down to number 23 and Alex Rysdam. Under a minute to go. Bombers with the basketball. Stolen away. As it's going to be an over and back, they're going to say. Turnover, number 24, Allison Schockman. Turns it over for the Bombers. 46.5 seconds to go. As the Gobblers will finish off the week, unfortunately, in the loss column here this week. No other activities for the Gobblers the rest of the week as Sherrick's three-pointer short of the mark. Cullum comes out with the loose board. 35 seconds go. Bretta Westman at the top of the circle now. Backs out near midcourt. Luric's left side to Sherrick. Looks to drive. Goes up with a right-handed shot. Fouled her way to the rack. But more bodies hit the deck, but Everybody's up okay on their own. 58-27 the score. Ayla Anderson. As it'll be Haley Sherrick at the line for a pair. Misses the front end. Second free throw coming up here momentarily for the freshman at 5'5", wearing number 30 for the Gobblers. Second one on its way and no good. Rebound picked up by Westman. Three on the way from Cullum, no good. Loose rebound again, back to Cullum. Takes it out from the right wing, pass inside to Josie Kostick. Kostick trying to find her way through, up with a right-handed shot off the bank and good. 58-29 with just under 10 seconds to go. Reaching out the other way, shot thrown up, no good. Loose rebound down to number 14. Second, third opportunity with 1 second to go for number 14. Morgan Risdam will get the basket, and that will do it. 60-29 our final score as Braham takes down the Aitkin Gobblers tonight. Post-game show on the way. We'll hopefully catch word from Coach Davies, and more still coming up with players of the game to be picked and more as we wrap things up from Aitkin High School tonight. 60-29 our final score. Braham beats Aitkin on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
JT Station in Fertile carries a variety of items that are sure to meet your needs, and you should stop in today. They sell hot stuff foods, frozen foods, selected groceries, household products, and much more. The Hot Stuff Foods and Deli will provide you with a fresh, quick, and easy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and they also offer some of the best car services in town. They're open 6 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. daily. It's JT Station in Fertile.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back here to Aitkin High School tonight on the Gobbler, KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1 for those also tuning in at yourliveevent.com. 60-29 our final score. Aitkin Gobblers fall to Braham here this evening. Post-game show rolling into here tonight as the Gobblers fall this evening to the Braham area Bombers 60-29. Quick out-of-town scoreboard update before we talk more about this matchup over on 3WI AM 1270, 96.3 FM. Pillager wins tonight against Verndale 63-45, the final score in that contest over on 3WI AM and FM 96.3. But Paul Vold joined alongside Jeremy Jansen in this contest tonight, 60-29 our final score. And well, Jeremy, a few things to divulge from this one, but one of it can be equated to just shots were falling for Braham, and Gobblers were just missing a fair amount of open looks here tonight.
Yeah, if you look at the statistics, pretty even. They were 7-19 from the free throw line. We were 7-19 from the free throw line. I had Braham for 26 rebounds and the Gobblers for 27. So if you would look at those things, you would say, well, the score probably ended pretty equally. The difference was 33 turnovers for the Gobblers, 18 for the Bombers. And when you double up possessions, just in that aspect, Braham's going to have more opportunities to score. At the same time, when we don't convert on those ones around the hoop, those easy ones, that 12-1 run to start the second half was tough to overcome.
Yeah, that was how the second half did start off. Gobblers trailed 24-16 at the halftime break. But then, like I said, 12-0 run to start the second half for Braham. That really spelt out with a fair amount of turnovers to start off that second half for the Gobblers, too. But ultimately, a few other factors in the contest. Again, both teams, laboring at the free throw line, but neither team really being able to take full advantage of that. It came down to a lot of the turnovers in the second half and overall in the contest. But Braham now makes it 4 straight wins against the Gobblers, dating all the way back to the 2019-20 season. And again, a fairly one-sided matchup in these recent years and in scores as well. But Braham now 6-0 on the season. Gobblers fall to 3-2. Get a break here on the post-game show. Hopefully catch word from Coach Davies coming up here on the post-game show. And, of course, players of the game to announce as the Gobblers fall 60-29 here on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome back here to Aitkin High School tonight on the Gobbler, KKIN and RJBroadcasting.com. Gobblers fall tonight 60-29 against the Braham area Bombers. Paul Vold joined alongside with Jeremy Jansen tonight. Fourth quarter action over on Talk 100 KLKS. Field goal made by Incarnate Word. 9.5 minutes to go. 32-27 Incarnate Word on top of the Bison at the Fargo Dome this evening. Again, that one over on Talk 100 KLKS. The FCS playoffs, that contest here this evening. But Jeremy, looking to hear at some of the numbers from this contest. Braham had a few scores in double digits and, just were able to really get a lot of those second chance opportunities in that second half too.
Yeah, Madison Davis, 14 points, 4 rebounds. Aaron Zimpel, 15 points, 5 boards. And Nicole Duaney had 13 points, 6 boards. And there are 3 bigs that have kind of led the way for him this year, did it again. The Gobblers, on the other hand, have 7 girls that scored, and that's kind of been the MO this year. We've had balanced scoring, Mora, you go back to Mora, Tegan had 17, Ella had 15, Emma Jacobson had 9, I think Abby had 8, so we've had that balanced scoring. Tonight, we just didn't convert around the hoop where we had that opportunity. And so second half, I guess the positive you take from the second half, the Gobblers did a good job defensive rebounding, where the first half we struggled. Again, though, the second half turnovers, we had 18 in the first half and 15 in the second half. To the Bombers' credit, they had 13 in the first half and cut it down to 5 in the second half. And so I'm assuming that was their halftime speech in there. We got to stop turning the ball over and convert, around the hoop, and they did a good job of that.
Yeah, big 12-0 run to start off the second half for the Braham area Bombers certainly did the big favor for them to expand out that lead to start off the second half, as we'll get a chance now to announce our big deal player of the game, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game here tonight, as the Aitkin Gobblers tonight fall by the score of 60-29. Before we get to that, let's welcome in one of our players for the Gobblers. Looks like Emma Jacobson's going to join us here on the post-game show. Emma, well, of course, thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Emma, tonight down on the floor, what did you see there? Unfortunately, Gobblers were unable to get a win tonight. What was that matchup like down there on the floor for the team?
I think we were all just a little bit flustered. If we would have done just the little things, I think we would have stayed with them.
How about the fact, of course, I'm sure one of the things of just trying to get to your legs underneath you as well, getting missing a couple of days of practice too, after your last game was a week ago now, but I'm sure just trying to get back into game speed was probably a big thing that kind of held you back a little bit tonight.
Yeah, I think if we would have had the 2 practices, we would have done a little better.
How'd you feel down there? I know that there were some opportunities too. We've kind of equated it to tonight. Shots just weren't going in. There was a lot of really good ball movement and passing tonight. You think that's been a really good focus early on, is just good ball movement on the floor for your team?
Yeah.
And I know that, unfortunately, it's going to be a few more days till your next game coming up on Tuesday. What do you see as a big opportunity to kind of clean up from tonight and maybe taking a couple more practices?
I think we need to just have more composure, just slow down. And
Emma, this team in Braham, this is a team that you'd like to face, 2 out of 3 games a week, a tough opponent that makes you better. And Scrappy, they did a lot of pressuring, I thought, early on. You guys did a good job against the pressure, and you knew going into it they were going to. And so a game that you can keep under to put a feather in the cap. I think you play them again, and it's a much tighter game down the road. So fun to watch and good effort tonight.
Thank you.
Emma, thanks so much for coming on the post-game show. We appreciate it. Emma Jacobson for your Aitkin Gobblers joins us here tonight on the post-game show. But getting to our big deal player of the game, brought to you by Atwater GM and Aitkin, Riverwood Healthcare, BigDealAuctions.com, Pizza Ranch in Baxter, Little Falls, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, as well as Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, Shannon's Auto Body in Brainerd, and the Takedown Gym Brainerd here tonight. Getting a look here, of course, with our big deal player of the game. We'll give that one to Morgan Davis for Braham here tonight. 14 points for her this evening, I believe. 12 of them coming in that first half. And, she did much of the damage early on in that first half. But Morgan Davis, big deal player of the game. Let's get now to our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game here this evening.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm the project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
And, of course, Enbridge, our sponsor for our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game here tonight. Well, it started off early scoring for the Braham area Bombers. Erin Zimpel did much of the damage early on to expand that lead as she finished 15 points tonight and, 5 rebounds?
5 rebounds I had her for, yeah.
Erin Zimpel, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game tonight, as the Braham area Bombers improved to 6-0. They're going to be in action coming up Tuesday. They'll be at McGregor to take on the Mercs, while the Aitkin Gobblers are now 3-2 to take on Malacca on the road coming up on Tuesday.
Malacca, another tough opponent. They played these Bombers, lost by 12, I think, to the Bombers, and so we're going to have another game just like we had tonight. And that's, to my point, talking to Emma, that's the games you want to play. That's what makes you better, and good competition, and so it should be a fun game Tuesday.
We'll take a break here on the postgame show, start wrapping things up as we near the end of our broadcast tonight. Gobblers fall 60-29 here on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Welcome back here one more time on the postgame show here on the Gobbler, KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1. Midway through the fourth quarter, Incarnate Word leads the NDSU Bison 32-27 FCS Championship semifinals. Winner of that one heads back to Frisco to take on either Montana State or South Dakota State. Got a little vested interest in that South Dakota State squad. Know a couple of kids that actually broadcasted before I came here to Aitkin. They're like in their 7th year of eligibility. The Yankee Twins. I don't know if those names sound familiar, but nonetheless, they're a couple of good players, and man, they were athletes all around.
They've got a battle. Montana State is a beast, and so it's going to be a game tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep my eye on that. Of course, Minnesota Vikings play tomorrow as well. 12 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday on KKI and FM, Real Country 94.3. Of course, you can get pregame starting at 11 o'clock. But 60 to 29 final score here tonight. Gobblers fall to Braham area as the Bombers now 6-0. Gobblers fall to 3-2. A few things to take away from this contest. Obviously not getting the full practice time throughout the week. A couple of missed practices, shaking off the rust, and, of course, going back to, the way the start of the season has gone now 3-2 on the year. You're playing against some of these quality opponents too, like Braham, who's now, undefeated. They've been taking down their opponents by, 15, 20 points easily as the season's gone on for them. But this one you can definitely look back on. It's just the Gobblers, you take away even half of those turnovers or even make, 30% of your free throws, it's a completely different game overall.
100%. Again, extra possessions. When you turn the ball over 33 times to 18, if you cut that down to, 8 to 9 turnovers off, even 10 turnovers, those are extra possessions and opportunities to score. And again, the Bunnies missed around the hoop. We just couldn't finish there. And so I think it's just one of those games you'd like to have back. But again, after not practicing for since Tuesday or Wednesday and a couple days off, I think the Gobblers look forward to a practice Monday and then back at it Tuesday.
Of course, they'll be on the road at Malacca on Tuesday. Braham is going to be on the road as well at McGregor coming up on Tuesday as well. So we start to wrap things up here from Aitkin High School tonight. Gobblers fall to 3-2 on the season with a 60-29 loss against the Bombers. Of course, we'll have more coverage of Aitkin sports coming up next week. Of course, you can always find out what's happening through our Lakes Hero, their sports broadcast schedule, by going to rjbroadcasting.com. But of course, we'll have high school basketball tomorrow scheduled for Crosby Ironton at Rock Ridge. 2:30 tip-off with a 2:10 pregame on Skeeter 101.5. As we'll also have, of course, Minnesota Vikings on Real Country 94.3, 11 a.m. pregame with a noon kickoff. We'll have, of course, Minnesota Wild hockey this weekend. We'll have Minnesota Timberwolves basketball here on the Gobbler as well. And again, full broadcast schedule and more. Even with our Saturday sports wrap, can't forget that 10 a.m. start, of course, here on the Gobbler. And you can find out more, again, full broadcast schedule at rjbroadcasting.com. Well, right back to it. Thanks again, Jeremy, for chipping in. And
thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Certainly it makes it a lot easier when I'm not doing 19 things all at once. Now I'm only doing 18 things at once,
right,
so it helps
right.
a little bit.
Yeah, I'll look forward to the next time.
Absolutely. For, of course, the great folks here at Aitkin High School for allowing us to broadcast here tonight. We certainly do appreciate the support. And, of course, the support when it comes to our sponsors. If you heard some of our sponsors here, of course, be sure to thank them with your patronage, and always shop local, not during just the holiday season, but of course 24 hours a day, 7 days a week throughout the Lakes area. Again, Gobblers fall 60-29 here on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com. Thanks so much for everybody for tuning in. For, of course, Jeremy Jansen, I'm Paul Vold. This has been a proud presentation of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated in the Brainerd Lakes area. Until next time, Paul Vold signing off. You've been tuning in to Aitkin Gobbler High School girls basketball on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and also at rjbroadcasting.com with the video stream as well at yourliveevent.com. You have a wonderful rest of your Friday night. Have a great weekend. Stay warm and stay safe here with Homegrown Local Radio. You have a wonderful rest of your Friday night and a great weekend. Good night, everybody.